Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Yes, I am the Loner Ranger. I appreciate you tuning in. It's the weekend before Christmas. Christmas on a Monday. I don't think they should do that. I really don't. I don't know why. We can't change the birthday around a little bit. I'm willing to change my birthday. Are you willing to change yours? Although Christmas is such a wonderful time to really get together with family. I hope that's what you're doing this weekend. So I'm here at the station working today. How do you like that? So while you're out drinking margaritas and cocktails and eggnog, I'm at the studio working today. You know why? Because I think I'm so excited about 2023 being done with and moving on to 2024. God help us, it's a better year. I'm really hoping that our government can get our country in shape. We're going to talk a little bit about interest rates and what they're doing today on the show. So if you've been holding off on buying a home, you're going to want to know what is going on with interest rates today. Talking to doctors. Doctors are looking for houses right now, and I've got some great doctor loans. Jumbos. Jumbo is any loan that's over $766,000 loan amount. So interestingly enough, you could buy an 807 house right now and put as little as 5% down and get a conventional loan. Anything over that, you're into jumbo territory. I've got amazing loans for you, high net worth folks. High net worth, high income, great credit, unbelievable loans for you. Then I go the other side of the spectrum. What about you first-time home buyers? You're looking for down payment assistance. You need some help. You need a leg up. And are you going to be receiving a gift for Christmas this year from family members? Why don't you ask for money to buy a house? You got your tax season coming up. You're going to get a tax refund. Why don't you use the tax refund and a little bit of Christmas money? Do you really need that George Foreman grill? Do you really need that 80-inch screen TV? Do you really have to have that? Are all the things that we really get for Christmas that are going to end up in next year's garage sale all that important? The gift of home ownership. If you have got family members that are renting and you are in a position to help them out with a little bit of down payment, maybe I can help them out with the rest of the down payment from some down payment assistance. But we got to come together. Rents are not going down. They're not on as much of an increase this year as they were, but they're going to continue to increase. Why are they going to increase? Because insurance rates are going up. And if interest rates went up and insurance rates went up, well, then the cost of your rent's going to have to go up along with it. There's a shortage of rental properties. So now is actually a really good time to be an investor. Why do you think hedge funds are buying 40% of the properties? Because they're smart. And if a hedge fund's willing to buy property for rental purposes, what do you think you should be doing? Come on. These people have all the money to be able to invest in these algorithms to tell them what to do. We're going to talk a little bit about hedge funds and your opportunity to compete in this hour as well. Now, some other things I want to talk about. Tax escrows. A lot of you that bought properties, now your taxes went up and now your payments are up and you're fighting with your mortgage company and you're behind on escrows and they're telling you got a shortage. What can you do to combat that issue? You can call me now, the Loner Ranger, CrossCountry Mortgage. I've been in the mortgage business. It'll be 35 years in March, my friends, 35 years. Yep. Going strong, having fun, helping lots of families, helping now not only the people that I've helped over the years, but now moving down from their children and their grandchildren. It's been a joyous ride, and it's just an absolute honor to have such great listeners and clients and fans out there. Loyal realtors. I'm going to talk a little bit about the realtor of the week here as well. I've got several of them I want to discuss. So your taxes went up. What about homestead exemption? Did you buy a home this year? Do not forget to file homestead exemption. If you do, it will be a ginormous regret. You can call me now. If you are in Tampa, pick up the phone now and call me at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. If you're in Orlando, you can pick up the phone now, and I am available, and my team is on standby. I'm not going to pick up the phone while I'm on the air, okay? But I'll call you when I get off the show. So you can call or text 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Some other things I want to talk about. If you are considering buying a home or becoming a real estate investor, most investors don't do well. It's the ones that are smart that do really well, really well. So I have become an investor. I have made some mistakes. I have made mistakes, but I have enough properties now that will sustain me through my retirement with the rent that I receive on them alone. That's going to take me. How would you like to make between $20,000 and $40,000 a month in rental income? Now, if you're in your 20s or 30s, I can make that happen almost guaranteed. If you're in your 60s, it's probably not going to happen at this point. But if you are somewhere in between, let's set up a game plan. I will be teaching a class in Orlando on real estate strategies and how to win in 2024. Go to webringyouhome.com, register for January 24th in Orlando. Competing with hedge funds. We're going to discuss that in the class. Maximizing your profits, choosing the right tenant, accelerating payoffs for maximum profits and generational wealth. So I created wealth in real estate because I wanted something that I could pass on generationally. So when I'm finished and I'm ready to go and spend my time with Jesus, then my children will inherit my properties through a trust, and they will be able to maintain those properties. And I set it up so my trust will allow them to take percentages of the profits, provided they've contributed 5 of their own properties to the trust. How do you like that? Is that like really putting a catch on your trust fund? So you got this trust fund, but you can't get it until you contribute to it for the rest of the family's generational wealth. So my children will get these properties when Michelle and I are gone on to be with God, and then they will have to contribute 5 properties to it before they can get their paws into it. So isn't that a great way to do it? And then their children will have to contribute 5 properties for it for them to get their paws into it. So now it just starts creating this giant investment vehicle and monster. You're interested in learning more about that? Then attend my class on January 24th. Go to webringyouhome.com right away. It is a small room. This is a private, intimate event, and you will get a lot out of it. Again, don't forget to file homestead exemption. We're going to talk about insurance and how we can shop for insurance. I've got some great insurance companies that I can refer you to that you need to shop every year. I do every year. I'm telling you, and listen, don't think because you've been with the same insurance company for 24 years that they're loyal to you. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no such thing as saying loyal and insurance company in the same sentence. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. So it's like saying your bank is loyal to you. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So now, who do you need that's loyal to you? You need a good financial planner. You need a good lender. You need somebody you can trust in the mortgage business, like myself. I'm applying for the job. You can put me to the test. I'll give you all kinds of references over the last 35 years. You can check out my Google reviews, 9.5, Zillow reviews, Yelp reviews. Check them all out. Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger, CrossCountry Mortgage. I'm sure you will find yourself in good hands, and along with the rest of the people that have closed over 10,000 transactions and going strong. So I'm here to help you with all of these kind of things. Now, we got a gift from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. They raised the loan limit this month up to $766,550. That means you could buy a home right now and get a conventional loan with 5% down at $807,000. How do you like that? FHA, they raised their limits as well. FHA is now up to $498, $257. Where that extra $7 came from, I have no idea. But you can call the loan arranger because I can get you into a home with 3.5% down up to $517,000. Over $500,000 with 3.5% down. And marginal credit. Come on. All you got to do is qualify for the credit, the income, and the loan, and you're good to go. And my FHA loans, we don't have overlays. We don't put additional restrictions on top of FHA. And I don't even restrict credit scores. So come to me. We'll take care of you and your family with all your mortgage needs. Home equity line of credit. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. 5 minutes to apply, 5 days to close. That's 5 minutes to apply, 5 days to close. I close loans in as little as 10 days on purchase money. 10 days. You want a 10-day closing? Call the loan arranger. If you want to compete in this market to buy a home and you're up against multiple offers, you need to position yourself so that you are as close to a cash buyer as you could possibly be. How do you do that? Through my Fast Track loan program. What is Fast Track? So here's where I'll give you a little lesson on mortgage lenders and banks and how they pre-qualify or pre-approve. So pre-qualification would be, hey, you call me up and I pull your credit and you tell me what your income is and how much money you have in the bank, and that's pre-qualified. It's not worth the paper it's written on, not one bit. Doesn't mean anything. And oftentimes banks will write you a pre-approval letter even though you've never been pre-approved. You just are getting the letter for it, but it's a lie. It's a big fat lie. And when mortgage companies do that, I think it's malpractice, but some of them are doing it. There are some bad apples out there, but a pre-approval is, I've pulled your credit. I've seen your pay stubs, maybe your tax returns. I know how much money you have in the bank. I know what kind of bank it is. I know how much is in each account, retirement accounts. I've seen your photo ID. I know where you worked for the last 2 years or more. I know where you've lived for the last 2 years or more. I mean, I know who you are, and I can now pre-approve that loan by running it through an automated underwriting system and delivering you a pre-approval. Now, this is what most banks and mortgage companies use to issue you a letter of approval. Now, the problem with that is the letter has been written by the loan officer who's compensated for the transaction. That to me is a problem. And that's how most of our industry does it. Now, we will go a step further. We will give you what's called a fast track, and that is a registered trademark fast track approval. Fast track approval means I'm taking now your pay stubs, W-2s, your tax returns, photo ID, and I'm putting it all together before you even go shopping for a home, and I'm having it underwritten by an underwriter. Now, underwriters are the only ones that can approve loans. Loan officers can't approve loans. There's not a loan officer in the country that's ever approved a loan. It does not happen. Only underwriters approve loans, period. That's the way it goes. FHA, VA, USDA, conventional, jumbo, all the same, underwriters. So why would a loan officer be willing to write an approval letter when they don't even have the authority to approve a loan? That's a problem. So we fast track it. We put your loan through underwriting. Now here's what that does. Now I have a full underwritten approval. I have a guarantee that you qualify. Providing you don't lose your job or die, you're getting a loan. Now, it is contingent upon the house appraising. It is contingent upon you actually finding a home. But that's what it's contingent upon. Everything else is done. So now I can position you like a cash buyer. And when you do that, I will guarantee the seller that I will close on time in as little as 10 days, or I will pay the seller up to $500 per day for every day I miss the closing. I can tell you right now, the loan arranger, he ain't missing no closings. That is for sure. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger radio show. We got interest rates to talk about. We have realtors of the week. We got all kinds of great things to talk about. Interest rates are super important right now, and you're going to like what I have to say. So don't go anywhere. The Loan Arranger We'll be back in 5 minutes. 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com.